Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, as always. Whenever you watch or wherever you're watching for, this is the Robbie Hood of Sport, and this week is the week we will talk about another transfer. And so here are my transfer pick for the week. Let's start, of course, from Spain, because over the weekend, while we were talking about the last 2 days, we saw the deal already on the table, but it was done and confirmed. That, of course, Alvaro Queiroz has been signed by Real Madrid, and Man United also are benefiting because they had a clause in it, and so they get now 4.5 million for that. The white Benfica getting the majority of the money because he's coming from Benfica. Away from that, let's talk about Atletico de Madrid. They too have now made some move, having bought one man from Real Betis, João Cardoso, and of course another man for Botafogo, Thiago Almada. But white two are coming in, we seem to be seeing one movement because Rodrigo de Paul might be leaving to sign for Lionel Messi, Tammy. It is still on the table, but wait to see when it gets done. We'll also let you know, maybe by next week, about how that day is progressing. Still on the, of course, the Spanish League transfer. Barcelona have made, of course, a signing this week, bringing, of course, running, of course, the Baji from FC Copenhagen. Though they are having other stories to talk about transfer, Marco Rashford is a target for them, but not bid that we made without a transfer loan or permanent. But one thing that did happen this week was the confirmation of a contract extension of the star man Lamine Yamal for another years to come. 2031 is the day he signed with the club, and also he will be given the legendary, iconic number 10 jersey beginning from next year. What for that other story on show, on the transfer market? Let's go to Italy. We have, of course, transfer coming to Juventus are looking for 2 players from one club in England. We have, of course, Marco Rashford and Jadon Sancho is a target for the Juventus side. While they are hoping to get one or the two deals done, they are also hoping to complete the signing of Federico Costa, the man who was with them last season when he was on loan, and of course help them to achieve top 4 finish. Also in the transfer this evening, we have Ademola Lookman, our player of target for Inter Milan, who are hoping to make a bid to see how they'll get that sign. While for AC Milan, yes, they have made the signing of Luka Modric for, of course, a year, and also a contract that have 12 months in it in case all goes well. While that is going on, they also understand they have just made a move for, of course, Brighton defender Stopinian. Maybe they might sign him, maybe not. But for now, that is what they have on the table. While, of course, Napoli have opted out not to make any bid for David Nunes. But then again, they are seeing the interest of maybe Jadon Sancho or probably Ademola Lookman, who also is of target for them. Let's go back to Germany. They will have some transfer coming through. Yes, Bayern Leverkusen have not really made a lot of bid, but then they are seeing one man of interest to 2 clubs, one from England, so that are making an ambitious bid for Granit Xhaka. The other from, of course, the Saudi side, Neom also have made a bid to see why that will come through. Also for Eintracht Frankfurt, they recently rejected the bid from Newcastle for their striker Hugo Ekitike, but then Liverpool are coming in with an improved bid, and the man have actually have a personal agreement with Liverpool, except it did go through, or except before that, he definitely agreed to sign for Liverpool. Why still, of course, that had one bid rejected from Bayern Munich for Liverpool when they make a bid to sign Luis Diaz. Let's go back to England now to wrap it up. What we call the Antonio Laga, who told you already signed for Newcastle. Newcastle now, since they can't get Hugo, they are going in for Young Wissa of Brentford. They already have, and of course, shown interest. Just what they are doing for now is to make a bid. While that is on the table, Man United have made an improved bid for another player from Brentford, Brandon Bemo, 65 million upfront plus 5 million add-on. Arsenal, yes, they already made some transfer market, but they are still hoping to announce Noni Madueke, Christian Masquera, and of course Victor Gyökeres. Why probably they might also make a bid for a Bechier. They were still in the transfer market. While, of course, the Newcastle, so after they have made a bid, of course, for Young Wizard, they're also looking out for 1 or 2 players. One, of course, for Burnley goalkeeper, who is still a target. While talking about goalkeeper now, Chelsea sold Petrovic to Bournemouth for the next 5 years for 25 million, while, of course, the Bournemouth sold Mark Travers to Everton for the next 5. Of course, other transfer market, while, of course, Matteo Bertoggi from Atlanta is heading, of course, to the side Aquarisha for 65 million pounds. Have Lorenzo Luca Udinese moving on to AS Roma. John, of course, Bakayoko left PSG to sign for RB Leipzig. Of course, also, of course, the Sean Loster from Newcastle heading to Leeds United. For the some of the transfer rumor we have, of course, is, like I mentioned, Rashford, Rodrigo de Paul, and of course, Man United are hoping to make this one. For one thing, also for Arsenal, they were interested in Rodrigo, but it seems to be a much of interest to Liverpool than it is for the man, the Arsenal. But then again, wrapping up this evening, let's talk about, of course, the likes of Brentford, who made a bid for Leeds United, rather for HP Standards player Omari Huss's team, but then the payment structure is one of the reasons why that deal might not be made. To wrap it up, we just saw recently a record-breaking deal for transfer market regarding women's football. Yes, the last bid or the last signing was 900, of course, the pound, £100,000 made by Chelsea for Greenman in January. But this time on, Arsenal have broken that record when they signed Olivia Smith for £1 million. It's a record for any footballer women category. So she at the moment is the highest player board on the transfer market. But for now, we're going to wrap it up this evening saying keep watching, like, comment, and share. We'll come again by next week to discuss more transfer on. My name is Substitute Smith. The Sport tells you, God bless you.